Hello, it is 9 p.m. in RTD. It's time to English New Edition. For tonight headlines, we have the president of the TPFZA talks about the rescue of the damaged ship and the fire. Yahya Sinwar appointed the new Hamas leaders in Gaza. Welcome to our newsroom, dear President. The message of congratulations from the President of the Republic to his Ivorian counterpart. The President of the Republic, His Excellency Ismail Omar Guelleh, has wished his Ivorian counterpart, Mr. Alassane Ouattara, success as he commemorates the Côte d'Ivoire Bank's holidays. The people and government of Djibouti also join me in expressing their sympathy to the friendly nations of Côte d'Ivoire, wrote President Guelleh in his congratulatory telegram to Mr. Ouattara. In the same document, the head of state said, "We are delighted to the constant strengthening of relations of friendship and cooperation between our two countries and peoples. So you can be sure, Mr. President, that the government and people of Djibouti will always support you in strengthening the already privileged ties between our two nations," President Guelleh added, reiterating his warm congratulations and best wishes to President Ouattara and all the friendly people of Côte d'Ivoire. President Guelleh pays tribute to the memory of the late Abdurrahman Mohamed Hirabe, Somalia's chargé d'affaires, to our country. The President of the Republic, His Excellency Ismail Omar Guelleh, has paid tribute to the memory of the late Abdurrahman Mohamed Hirabe, Somalia's chargé d'affaires, to our country, who died on Tuesday in Djibouti. As seasoned diplomat, the late Abdurrahman Mohamed Hirabe worked hard to strengthen relations of exchange, solidarity and brotherhood between the two countries and peoples, noted the head of state. A tireless worker, he was also esteemed for his ingenuity and creativity, said the President of the Republic. The dignified fight he recently put up against illness, may God welcome him into his eternal paradise. President Guelleh implores, expressing his sad condolences to the state and to the brotherly Somali people, as well as to all the relatives, friends, and families of the late diplomat, the late Abdurrahman Mohamed Hirabe, who died on Tuesday in Djibouti, where he had served for many years of chargé d'affaires for his country. Somalia leaves behind a large family. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. We would like to share additional information about the incident involving the attack on the container ship MV Groton, which was attacked as it crossed the Gulf of Aden. It arrived with an initial temperature on board of 173 degrees Celsius. The port of and free zone authorities immediately took steps thanks to the Barkhat Kurat, thanks to their effort, and temperature was reduced to 57 degrees Celsius after several hours of water injections and cooling. When the MV Groton arrived in the port of SGTD at 5 p.m. on 6 August, the rescue teams unloaded more than 400 containers to help extinguish the fires and stabilize the vessels. We are pleased to announce that as 7 August at 11 a.m. the fire is under control. The temperature on board has dropped to 27 degrees Celsius, which is the normal temperature for seawater. We would like to thank all the teams involved for their efficiency and dedication, which enabled us to manage this situation successfully. In a press briefing, Mr. Abubakar Omar Haddi, chairman of Port and Free Zone Authority, said that all credit must go to the Republic of Djibouti. Mr. Haddi pointed out that the men and women who provided assistance to the ship were all Djiboutians, representing the third generations of young Djiboutians specializing in the port sector. They are helping sailors who are in distress in the Red Sea. All this is to tell you that it is our duty to provide assistance. If anything happens to a cargo ship, we are located at Bab el Mandeb a strategic point for world trade, and that is why we are in a position is to be the first countries to come to the assistance of a ship that has caused fire. Thanks God we were able to do so, thanks to the men and women of the port sector who are dedicated to their work and whose skills have borne fruit. The result is there, and it is palpable. These ships were attacked on the high seas of the Red Sea, and we are in the process of providing assistance and putting out the fire. Mr. Hadi also referred to an incident that also took place yesterday at the free zone. In this case, it's the head of the port and free zone authority said that this was no means a major incident, just some containers that caused fires which were not very large, and the fires at the free zone was immediately brought under control. He called on Djiboutians not to give in the prophet of doom who speculate on every fire that occurs. The workshop on the management of migrants Mortal remains in the Tajura Regional Committee set up and trained a crucial workshop on the management of migrants. Mortal remains recently took place in Tajura, which with the main aim of strengthening local capacity in the management of migrants' death. The event organized with the support of the International Organization for Migrations and the International Committee of the Red Cross enabled the regional committee to be set up and trained in the regions of Tajura and Obok. The workshop brought together various regional stakeholders, including representative of local authorities and humanitarian organizations. The aim was threefold. Firstly, to create a subcommittee dedicated to Tajura and recycle to the existing one in Obok. Secondly, to train participants in the effective management of migrants. Mortal remains. Thirdly, to improve the collective and management of the data on migrants who have died or disappeared. For his part, the prefect of Tajura region, Muhammad Abbas, said that this workshop is part of an overall approach to meeting the challenges posed by the management of migratory flows through Djibouti, a country that has become a crucial transit point for many migrants from neighboring countries. Through these initiatives, the Djibouti authorities hope to better coordinate efforts to manage migratory crises while building local capacity to deal with this complex humanitarian situation. Under the aegis of the State Secretariat for Sports, the IESDK associations brought its summer sports activities to a close with the final. Two fine and promising teams, Buraita and Fi'a, meet in a high-stakes duel. The pitch packed with supporters from all over the villages was alive with the energy and fervor. The event brought together not only sports fans but also many sports personalities and dignitaries from the villages. Among the participants were the state directors of the region, Umar Hassan Abdullahi, the deputy director Yusuf Abdallah, the head of communication Idris Adoita, and Abdallah Ibrahim, and executives from the director of region Issa. The village was also represented by the village's chief representative Muhammad Sumburu and several other local officials, not forgetting the tournament very dynamic hosts Akader Abdo. From the outset, the two teams demonstrated a high level of desire and rhythm. The faithful and noisy supporters provided an electric atmosphere that galvanized the players. Every move, every pass, and every shoot was greeted by thunderous cheers. And the participants said that the end of the match between Buraita and Fi'a was marked by a moment of collective celebration. The final Swiss ceremony was held to award trophy and other distinctions. The youngest from the towns were present. As part of the fight against smuggling, all its forms in Ali Sabih, the Customs Brigade of Ali Sabih was consigned cigarette and neighboring countries. For the international scene, and the new head of the Hamas was appointed. Yanis, the new head of Gaza, Hamas was appointed in Yahya Sinwar, new head of Hamas political bureau, the Palestinian resistance, was appointed. And this is it for the news. Thanks for watching us. Have a good evening.